Sloth.
Here we go. Welcome back, ladies. Oh,
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
hot dog.
John David's tricksy today.
I'm in a mood to throw things.
Good arms.
You and Si
He's
both.
playing baseball today.
Somebody been watching Dude Perfect all weekend.
Yep.
But-
The Survivor games just came out, huh?
oh, here we go.
That one dude's way better at all the other stuff than the other Dude Perfect members.
I don't know which one you're talking
I
about. My
think
boys,
you
ain't-
will.
My boys ain't there yet, but I
Yeah.
know it's coming for me.
It's coming.
So I'm just staying
Hey,
away
great
from
guys, by the way. If you're looking for something else clean for your family to watch, Dude Perfect is a great one.
Oh yeah, no, they're cool.
That's just a side ad. that I
Yeah,
just
just
did.
a-
I don't even know why.
We're just trying to get them on the podcast. It'd probably do pretty good ratings.
My kids would die.
Are they? What's the? How's it go? Tall guy, beard twins, purple hoser. Are they a purple?
You do
hoser?
know it.
Are
Yeah,
a
they
purple
are
hoser?
actually.
Yeah.
But my kids also, because I know Willie, think that I can just call any famous person in the whole wide world. And like, hey, can we go over to their house? I'm like, not how it works, man. And then like I can just walk into Duck Commander, so they think we can just go over to Dude Perfect, walk in, start playing basketball. I'm like, I don't think
Hey,
that's how it works.
You don't know till you try.
You gotta try.
Why not give it a whirl?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Take
need-
Si with you, and
If
you
I
can do
take
it.
Si with
Why
me, I
not?
can-
Why not give it a whirl?
You can pull it off.
Yeah, let Si start doing trick shot.
He did make that one.
He did do the one.
I've seen him make some since then.
Oh, hey.
Unbelievable. Well, Phillip, look, you said you ran into an old friend or
Well,
something.
I did. Me and Alicia were out eating, and
Where?
a guy we were actually at my favorite restaurant.
What is?
I want to judge
It's a
you.
great little seafood place.
Captain
Uh-huh.
D.
Hey, got a D's in the house.
You know what? As someone who should be against that, it's really pretty good. I'm going to say it out loud.
So I saw an old friend of mine. I haven't seen him since we were kids, and so we talked for a minute. And when he left, I told my wife, I said, "Let me tell you about this guy," because she didn't know who it was. We were young when we knew each other.
Oh, in your roller skating days?
Before then,
Okay.
a little bit before then. So anyway, the story that I remember about my buddy is this, and there's really it's the story that identifies him. He got some brand new rubber boots for Christmas when we were young, probably 7 or 8, 9 years old. I can't remember, but he said, "Watch what I can do with these rubber boots," and he touched our neighbor's electric fence, and nothing happened to him. So then we cranked up a push lawnmower, pulled the spark plug back, and he said, "These boots will protect me from anything. I can pee on that spark plug and it won't even hurt me."
No, he didn't.
Well, I said, "Let's see it." I mean, I'm all down for it. I pulled the spark plug off, and it's got the little fire. He peed on it, and it knocked him back about 30 foot. And all you saw was singe, black, and he was screaming like a little girl.
Well, at
And-
the time.
This
Hey.
is one of them things you do not do, folks.
This is one of them stupid things you never
That's right.
do.
Never do that.
Even with rubber boots on.
And look,
As invincible as they may make you feel.
yeah.
No matter how good your Wayne boots are.
And I hate that that's what I remember him by. You know, he's a good guy, but every time I see him, I just like, yeah, there's old Singy.
Well, I mean, how could you not? I mean,
We're all remembered for something, though, from our
and
elementary.
That one was a keeper.
most of the time it's something very stupid.
Mine also involves electricity.
Yeah.
I wasn't the guy that really I don't know if I was the one that was causing people to do things like
Oh,
getting them going.
100% you were.
Maybe,
Yes.
but
No.
sometimes I was the guy who did things as well.
No, but you were the idea man.
What were you? What?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What?
But I didn't say I didn't come up with this
Yeah.
peeing on the spark plug thing.
But what story did he tell about you when he left? Because there's one,
That's probably right.
and you know what it is.
We don't try this at home.
Yeah.
We did dip tennis balls in the kerosene, light them on fire at night, and hit them at cars coming by. I don't know. I mean, that was one thing that we did. Stupid. Don't do that. You probably done
Is
stupid.
that arson, assault, or?
It would bounce off the windshield of the cars.
Yeah, that's assault, brother.
I mean, that's assault, brother.
With a deadly weapon, might I
A
add.
tennis ball bouncing off a windshield.
That's on fire.
I mean,
Do you know what the Romans could have done with?
Hey, Roman candles.
Tennis
They used to
balls?
have Roman candle wars.
Everybody did that.
That's right. That's just a given.
The boom bombs were the best.
What's a boom bomb?
They're the ones that hit you and would
Would hit
explode
you,
even
then
more.
poof.
Like
Poof.
they'd put a pretty sizable hole in your shirt. and just a small mark on your flesh. Small is a light
small.
term.
What was them things called that you could flush down the toilet and then blow up
Cherry bombs.
the commode?
Red.
He was a cherry bomb guy. Pull that mic up a little bit there, old man.
It was cherry bomb, boys.
Yeah.
Cherry
Red.
bombs.
So it had to be the red one. No
It
other
had
color
to be
would do
red
it?
because I bought some black ones thinking it was the same thing.
Yeah.
And we went through town through the night and there wasn't no big explosion. Well, we come to town like 10
Went
minutes
through town
later.
throwing them out?
Hey, and it looked like the town had burnt down.
Uh-oh.
They were smoke bombs.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go.
Did your brothers ever whoop you when you hit them with a firecracker?
Oh yeah.
It's interesting. Martin, do you have like whenever somebody sees you at Captain D's and then you leave, and then they say you're never gonna believe?
That's right. We just saw Captain Morgan.
What?
Man, there ain't no telling. I don't know. I did that deal, out there off of what's the road that goes by Shinny? Washington turns into what there? Like, I don't know, 33 or something. Anyway, they got them dirt pits out there, whatever.
That was a good guess. It is
yeah.
33.
Yeah, 33.
That's
right?
where we used to go
33.
ride three-wheelers.
Yeah,
and
oh
four-wheelers.
yeah. So I was we were riding all of us in the high school was out there riding three-wheelers. I just, we did it every weekend, but apparently where we had been riding, they decided to get that particular hill for dirt. And
not tell y'all?
well, I mean, of course they didn't tell us. We were trespassing
Right.
anyway.
Hey, this is
And now it's a hole.
The whole backside of the hill was gone.
I've seen
And I'm
used to be
leading,
a hill
I'm
there.
leading,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
leading the pack on the
Yeah.
Honda Big Red, son. And I get up there and I'm like, uh-oh. And my buddies told me, they said, all we saw was brake lights and gone.
Ooh.
Like, and then so I just, I locked them up and then just shoom straight down. Of course, in a matter of moment of clarity there, I said, I got to get off this three-wheeler.
Yeah. Whatever.
I
happened.
jumped, like, because I mean, it's kind of sandy dirt.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not really that hard, but like, and I jumped off three-wheeler and I go to tumbling, just head over heel, just boom. I'm like, oh, okay, this ain't that bad. I'll be all right.
Did the three-wheeler catch up to you?
That I softened the blow for the three-wheeler's final resting spot. That thing landed across. Look, I still got a dent in my butt cheek from where that thing hit me.
Gravity.
How many
Gravity,
feet,
boy,
How
took
many
over.
feet up were you? Probably.
I'm gonna guess it was probably about a 50-foot fall.
What?
Oh no, this
Yeah.
is they got rid of a hill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen it
Yeah.
like that. I mean,
Look.
you never want to go over the
And
top of that.
if I'm like 20 to 30 feet either direction, the track hose here that was digging the hole, and there's a dump truck
That's right,
here.
and a dump truck.
Like,
So he
I just
split the
happened to
difference.
split them.
Yeah, he split
Like,
the difference.
and landed in a little soft, wet spot, but that didn't keep that three-wheeler from pounding me and having a dent across my left butt cheek. Like,
Yep, that's the story they tell.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was
that's
it was a pile of us, and everybody said I got up, screaming, my back's broken, but they said you were walking, so we thought you was fine, And then we carted me out of there. I just rode back on the three-wheeler. I limped her on back, and then I got my butt tore up again when I got home for bending the rack on the three-wheeler.
There you
So
go.
tearing up Dad's three-wheeler. So
Uh-oh.
I deserved it. I earned it.
Hey, three-wheelers, man, they were dangerous. They're still dangerous.
Oh, I would love nothing. Well, I mean, I'm sure our Honda Big Red would crank right now if you just put the fluids in it and took off. But I'm going to save that for when my boys get a little older. I'm
Oh,
handing
boy.
them the keys
You
to
saved
that
it to a
thing.
three-wheeler?
Heck
Oh,
yeah, man.
Hey, I got one, and I love it.
I'm here.
A big red, just like that.
I survived it. Let me tell you something. They tell me, I don't really remember because I was so young. They say I get on that thing, ride a wheelie for about 50, 60 yards, flip it all the way over back on top of me. Dad come out there, flip it back over, I get right back on it and go again. Like, it didn't bother me, not none. The worst is when before they come out with like four-wheelers everybody could afford, we took them three-wheelers duck hunting.
Oh.
Well, the front tire ain't pulling, so eventually it gets caked in mud, and you can't even steer the thing. You just along for the ride. Them back two tires, and you're like, well, I hope I make it.
Yeah.
But I had some time on that. Then they got me the Yamaha Breeze, a little automatic 125 as mine. I thought I was in high cotton, buddy.
I never got to
my own.
ride three-wheelers, but we had four-wheelers.
Yeah. Yeah, three-wheelers was us rednecks on the other side of town.
That's
we
right.
couldn't afford all four tars.
We got three of them.
It was bad,
got
enough,
three
it was
too.
bad enough to buy three of them.
My dad had a three-wheeler. I don't know whatever happened to it, but yeah.
Well, he was probably smarter than mine. Now, he got rid of it before you got there because he didn't want to pay a hospital bill. My dad just liked to see just how stupid I'd be, I think.
We almost earned a few hospital bills. That day, Blaze broke the backstop for the little practice field we had because he was trying to watch me run over a squirrel with the 4-wheeler. I almost got that squirrel. And then
Si rolled his eyes.
he was looking this way, and he snapped like 2 4x4s in half. He was going so fast.
On the 4-wheeler?
It was crazy. And then, you know,
I bet when he hit that backstop, it said, wait a minute.
that's the story I tell about Blaze every time. I'm like, hey, man, one time that kid ran smooth into a backstop.
Oh, I've got more, but they're generally, that was the one with probably the most people around there. Like, I got more that were just plain dumb.
Mine involved an electrical outlet and a science lab at OCS, and I think I've told it before.
Yeah.
Electrical outlet.
Oh, yeah, stuck the fork in there or something? Or
It was tweezers.
Yeah, tweezers. Yeah.
I turned
just
all the
to find
electricity off in the whole school for a minute.
Yeah, he shut down the whole school with a pair of tweezers. I mean, it ain't a big school, but that's still a pretty good building to shut down the whole thing with.
Yeah.
A pair
The
of
kids that were almost done with their computer lessons were mad at me.
Oh, start over.
Yep.
I'd have been mad because I'd probably been playing Oregon Trail or something. I'd have been just done beat the dysentery.
Yeah, you were
and
going to die anyway.
And you locked me out.
I locked the whole school out.
Oh,
So
man.
y'all had some electricity issues when you were in Vietnam.
Yep. Burning up generators.
Tell us about it.
Well, the warrant officer in charge of the motor pool couldn't figure out why they was burning up.
The generators were burning
Yeah,
up.
we was literally burning up. We'd lose one about every 2 weeks.
A big generator?
Yeah, big generator. So he finally come there and he said, I don't know why it took me so long. He said, all right, this evening, right before dark, we're going to shut them off. Spend about 30 minutes checking oil and everything. They get refueled and all this. And, you know, then when we crank them back up, these would go from 110 to 440. You had a switch, you could switch them to different settings. So once we cranked them back up, after it got dark, or we waited till it got slap dark, we cranked them back up and then flipped the switch to 440. All we saw was red lines going from our generators downtown, and then the lights downtown got real bright real quick.
So they're all using y'all's
Oh,
electricity.
yeah, they hooked to all our generators, the whole town. Okay, well, then the explosion started. Looked like it was having incoming mortars because there was televisions blowing up, you know, stereos, whatever else. Whatever had electricity going to it got hot real quick.
Like 4th of July?
Yeah, oh
Everything's
yeah.
blowing
Yeah,
up.
it was
popping.
a great fireworks display.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, that stopped the generator problem.
That sounds like Jimmy Red having his power.
There was a young man and a young lady on the
I want to
red
hear that.
3x.
Oh, that three-wheeler?
Was it 3-wheeler or 4-wheeler?
That's my mom and dad on a 3-wheeler. That's the only 3-wheeler I
I
ever
thought it
done.
was you and your woman.
Well,
You sure that ain't you and your wife?
I wasn't around back in.
Oh, you wasn't around? Okay.
that
Well, then
picture.
it was your mom and dad. He looked
Look at Big Dave. Look at young
Hey,
Big Dave
hey,
on a 3-wheeler.
Hey.
That's a good first day. I just pulled that
Hey.
up so look at it because that's the 3-wheeler he had
that's a Honda Big Red.
that I never
That's a
got to
Honda
ride.
Is it?
Red, boys.
Yeah, that's a Honda Big Red. That's a little 125.
Yep.
125. That's
That thing
bad
right there with them two on it would stand straight up and just go.
one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about just go.
Yeah.
Well, let's take our first break. We'll be back right after this.
Martin, I just got my email from Rocket Money. I spent less money last week
Did you?
than I do normally.
What was your biggest cost last week?
Shopping.
Shopping. Oh, pizza
weird.
oven.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Done got.
Then dining. Dining was next, which is probably from.
Half the pizza oven. So, like, it just keeps coming.
you got to eat, don't you?
But see, if you didn't have Rocket Money, you wouldn't know where you're spending all your
No
money.
clue where I'm
Like,
going.
it does help you manage your time, your money, all the things. And, you know, we all have subscriptions that you've bought or you signed up for the free trial.
And you forget about it.
Forget
And
about it.
gone.
Subscriptions are everywhere now. You know what I have a subscription for?
What?
Paper plates. And I thought we were just running through them because they'd show up and they'd be gone. I didn't know that I have like 3 cases that my wife had put away in the pantry that I never saw. So I had to cancel that. But Rocket Money makes it easy.
You know, I mean, it happens to me too, like with the kids and ordering food and stuff like that. All of a sudden, they're out of that food. And it's like, oh, man. I got another 2 week supply coming, and they don't even eat this stuff anymore. So it's like, it happens. You lose track of it because life is busy. And there's 80% of people have subscriptions they don't remember, know about, or anything like that. But our friends over at Rocket Money can help. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Most people think they're spending about $80 on their subscriptions, when in reality, the number is closer to $200. When you're signed up for so many things like streaming services you used to watch for one show or free trials for delivery you don't use, it's so easy to lose track of what you're paying for. And with Rocket Money, you can easily cancel the ones you don't want. All you have to do is press the cancel button. It ain't nothing to it. You don't have to stay on hold. You don't have to do any emails. You don't have to give up your firstborn. You just go to Rocket Money, hit cancel, and they take care of it for you. Rocket Money can even negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is take a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Rocket Money also lets you monitor all your expenses in one place, recommends custom budgets based on your past spending, and they'll even send you notifications when you've reached your spending limits. That's a way to stay responsible.
That's good.
I can guarantee you. With over 3 million users and counting, Rocket Money customers have saved on average $720 a year.
Wow.
That's an extra paycheck for a lot of people. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/duck. That's rocketmoney.com/
Duck.
rocketmoney.com/
Duck.
Si's telling us about the Robertson Wars,
The Wide Earp arrived on the scene.
the Wide Earp episode.
Yeah.
Now tell
And
us what y'all
look.
were doing first of all.
Hey, well, we was playing Cowboys.
Get your mic.
So, we was playing Cowboys. So we all had pistols, okay, homemade pistols, okay. Now this was when Wide Earp arrived on the scene. Well, he had what they called the bunt line special. It had like a 12-inch barrel. We made ours 18.
Okay, now how could you use
So
it?
look, you take an inner tube off a car, okay. You cut it into 1/4-inch circles. Okay, 1/4-inch wide, a circle. And then it was all you could do to pull it all the way back on that barrel, 18 inches.
Sounds dangerous.
And it was. And put it in the trigger. The trigger was a clothespin that you had taped to it, to the handle. You'd put it in the clothespin. When you hit the clothespin, squeezed it, it'd let that rubber band go. And hey, this thing would put a blister on you when it popped you. And like we didn't have on t-shirts. This was summertime. We run,
Weren't you
bareback.
naked anyway?
Oh yeah. And then you put it right there and just pow. It would actually put a blister on your back. Well, hey, it was a lot of fist fights after that.
That's what I was gonna say. Y'all probably fought a lot.
The gun is empty. You just fired your only round. It's single shot. Well, then the fist started flying.
Now, what about your
bloody
brother?
noses, teeth loose, all this good stuff.
What about your brother, the one that hid behind the tree?
Oh no, well, that was when we had our slingshots. Okay, and the same thing. You'd take and you'd cut 1/4-inch strips, and you'd make them about 18 inches long. And when you pull them all the way back, well, we finally found some steel ball bearings out of some kind of what am I thinking about? It goes in all your farm equipment, bearings, wheel bearings.
Yeah.
Little bitty ones, about the size of a buckshot. Well, we found a bunch of them, Well, then we was used to shooting rocks. Well, now we've got a round steel ball.
I used to have some of them.
Okay. And look, and hey, these things would go through metal.
Oh, buddy.
Would they?
Would smash a beer can.
Oh yeah, smash the beer can, go through to it just like it was butter.
Like I used to beg my papa to get done with his.
So
his
look,
old
we're having
Milwaukee so I could shoot it.
we're having slingshot wars.
Slingshot.
Well, my brother is standing behind a tree.
Which one?
Harold,
Okay.
second to the oldest.
All right.
Jim Frank was oldest. Harold was next.
Mm-hmm.
He's standing there, and it was a ricochet.
I thought ricochets was just old wives' tales.
Oh no! It was come on, pow! It hit the side of the tree, and then unfortunately hit Harold right in the mouth.
Oh.
2 front teeth gone.
Oh,
What did Harold do next?
He
Hey,
whooped somebody, probably.
oh no, he yelled, and now once he caught us, then it was a whooping.
yeah. And then I bet mom and dad got their turns. Then they got to pay for his
Oh yeah,
teeth.
then everybody else got another whooping from Dad. For doing that, because he had to go to the emergency room, and had to. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I have one of them slingshots.
Oh, yeah.
Man. You know what else made good ammo was them berries that are on a cypress tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
or China berry.
China berry.
Yeah.
China berries, green.
Yeah.
They're green. They was, hey, but they leave a whelp on you when they hit.
Oh, them and the same way with them cypress little berries. They
Oh, yeah.
they left all that sap, that cypress
yeah.
rosin on your shirt. It
Yeah.
ruined you
Yeah,
stuff. And, you get your butt
then
tore up
mama,
for
then
ruin.
mama whoop your butt for coming home with our clothes messed up.
Oh,
You gonna get a whooping
Oh yeah, you gonna get a whooping.
yeah.
one way or the other.
Hey, my parents were big into do not. What was the Bible verse? Spare the rod
Spoil the child.
and spoil the child. They was big on sparing the rod.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
used
they
it on
spared
you.
it. All right,
Yeah.
they spared it all the time.
Spared it on your rear
I
end.
said all the time.
Yeah,
Here.
yeah. I'd
Get
say
you some of this.
my parents and grandparents took that one to heart.
Oh yeah.
But even nowadays, the kids, they do things that we think are stupid, but when we look back, when we were young, we probably did stupid things too.
Well, I didn't never anything.
Probably.
something you would digest.
No, I've
No,
never looked at.
we wasn't fooling with food.
No,
Yeah, that was ignorant.
I've never looked at something and said, "I wonder what that tastes like."
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that ain't.
Yeah.
Ours was all bodily harm.
Yeah.
Like,
Jumping off bridges into water, you didn't.
oh, been there, done that. You waited for like the river to get to flood stage so you could go out there on by Joe Bob's and jump off the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Like, and the only trick with that was they didn't tell you the current was ripping at about 7 miles an
Yeah.
hour, and you'd have to end up on
Yeah.
the other bank before you could get out of the river. Like, remember the first time I did that, I was like,
No, that ain't very,
boys, before I do that again, we got a life
yeah,
jacket.
yeah, that ain't very smart.
I was going downstream pretty quick, quicker than I was comfortable with being.
We got in a lot of trouble by that bridge by Joe Bob.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
my dad told us of all the glory days. And so I was like,
You had to continue the
well, there was a
tradition.
We're
rite,
in.
rite of passage.
Yeah.
and we
We had to jump off the bridge. Good grief.
Oh, I've done it.
the cop showed up one time, and I played baseball with this kid. He goes, John David, what are y'all doing? I said, my dad told me we jumped off that bridge. And he was like, well, yeah, we did too, but you can't do it now. And
Yeah.
ran us off. But then we got clever. So we had one friend who could weld. I don't know how good it was, but he could. And he made us we had like a steel 2x4 that was about 2 foot long, and he put a loop on the bottom of it and welded it. And then we put a big rope on it, made a rope swing. So then we'd
Off the bridge?
walk across that bridge and lower that rope straight into the drain hole.
Ah.
And so then we could just hang out on the bridge and nobody call the cops.
So y'all was the one climbing the arms
Scaffolding?
of the bridge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time under that bridge.
Yeah, I look every time I drive by that bridge and think about the times I've climbed it. I'm like, boy, that looks like a field full of tetanus right there. And
Yeah, it does.
here we are, just climbing it with reckless abandon. My kids do that. I guess I'm just going to say, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna have to be mad for a little bit. Then I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm guilty. Like I've done it. And there ain't a rope swing on the Washita River that your boy ain't been off of. Like I mean, we used to ride up and down. You see somebody's rope, you're like, yep, I'm in on that too.
Gotta try it.
Yeah. Except now I'm a lot smarter. Like when we was up at Chickamauga, there's this one area that's a bluff wall that all the folks jump off of. And I look up there about 30 feet, and I was like,
Nope.
no, it don't even tempt me anymore. Like, but 20 years ago, yeah, let me get up there. But I know more. Times change.
I probably ain't doing any rope swings.
There you go. Well, let's take another break. We'll be back right after this. Boy, I tell you what, this room right here likes to snack.
Nuts.com is one of our favorites.
Unbelievable. Whether you like cashews, peanuts, almonds, dried mango, chocolate covered gummy bears.
And those last two, y'all are like, who likes dried mango and chocolate covered
Bourbon
gummy bears?
pecan.
I do.
Let me tell you what, you like them. Whoever's listening, I didn't
yeah.
know either. And then I got them and I said, boy, these nuts.com people got something figured out.
They
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, I mean, whether you want popcorn, you want saltwater taffy, trail mix, sesame sticks, dried fruit, anything pretty much chocolate covered, nuts.com got you covered. And it's all legitimately good. Them bourbon pecans are still
Ooh.
Those are
there ain't no bourbon not anywhere on them, I don't think. but the sugary sweetness that they have, and
It's delicious.
oh, it's so good. Nuts.com is your one-stop shop for freshly roasted nuts, dried fruit, sweets, pantry staples like specialty flours, and more. Their wide selection means there's something for everyone. Nuts.com offers plenty of gluten-free options, organic choices, and other diet-friendly products. So if you want a healthy snack, that's cool. Like, but you know, when I go snacking, the health is out the window. Like it's merely for pleasure a lot of times.
This specialty flowers has me interested.
And whether you're looking for something sweet, savory, or need to stock up on everyday cooking essentials, you're bound to find something to try. Shop a la carte at any time or opt into hassle-free auto delivery so you never run out of your favorite items. And if you're already stocked up at home, they also sell directly to businesses. So you can snack with satisfaction knowing that quality is a top priority at Nuts.com. They roast their nuts and pop their corn the same day it ships. So when they reach you, it's deliciously fresh. Since 1929,
Wow.
they've been doing it the old-fashioned way. One taste and you will know the difference. Look, we've told you about all of them. They've been around for almost 100 years now. Of course, I don't think they were called Nuts.com then.
That's a
So you
pretty solid
technical people,
website.
You technical people in the comments, get off that. The business has been around. They're now Nuts.com. It's fantastic. You will be happy. Right now, Nuts.com is offering new customers a free gift with purchase and free shipping on orders of $29 or more at Nuts.com/duck. So go check out all the delicious options at Nuts.com/duck. You'll receive a free gift and free shipping when you spend $29 or more. That's Nuts.com/duck.
Ooh,
Yeah.
early? Are we doing early? We're still on the early.
Yeah, we're going to stick with the early email train. So
Okay.
right here, smack dab in the middle of the show, we're going to get in that inbox. hello@duckcallroom.com.
So coming into today, I had a question for all the people listening, right? Because I ran into a situation the other day that drives me absolutely insane.
What was it?
It's very first world problem. Nobody should be upset about this, but it makes me I get super mad and angry about it. And I shouldn't, but I do. So I go get a hamburger, I get some French fries, and I say, yeah, and a Coke Zero.
Why?
And their response,
Like, why?
yeah,
Why?
okay, that's not the point.
That ain't it.
Coke Zero's awesome. Back off of me.
Oh, okay.
Just because I like the taste, sir.
Okay, that's fine. I was hoping it wasn't a diet decision.
And
Right.
over that intercom, the lady says, "Will Diet Pepsi be okay?"
Oh, wow.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, does that not make everybody super mad?
Oh, wow.
No, it doesn't make me mad at all.
It doesn't,
No.
Oh, wow.
Martin?
Yeah, Pepsi's not Coke.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, just don't even ask me. Just say,
We don't have it.
We have Pepsi products. What would you like? I'd be like,
Water.
I'll water or, give me that Dr. Pepper or something like that. But, like, no.
So that's a normal thing, right?
It is for me. That makes me, I don't know, like,
Because we're Coke people. You want a
are
Coke?
you just
yeah,
where
what
is
kind?
it that kind of deal like where you're raised? I mean, is that just kind of the thing?
So
like,
that was my question, because I was like, I wonder if somebody up north or wherever people drink Pepsi,
Up north.
Yeah.
Europe maybe, are driving through and are like, hey, yeah, give me a Pepsi. And somebody goes, is Coke okay? And then they get furious.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
so.
know why you would, because Pepsi's not any good.
Up north, they call it a pop. You guys want a pop or no?
So then I was like, I'm going to ask the people on the podcast, like you 7 Pepsi people that listen to this, and then literally 3 hours ago, I got an email, disappointed at Buc-ee's.
Uh-oh.
Which I was like, that can't be
Because
true.
of Pepsi?
He said, this is Brian. He said he couldn't wait to go to Buc-ee's. He's amazed at how big it was, how clean it was, how much stuff. But
Then they pour out a Pepsi.
and then move your mic. Then they poured out a Pepsi.
Okay, great.
He said all he wanted was a Pepsi while he was there, but Buc-ee's only has Coke. And so he was disappointed. So it is like, why can't we just get along? But I was just curious. I didn't know that other people went through this. The Pepsi people. I knew Coke people did because we're weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're like, hey, can I get a Dr. Pepper? And they're like, we've got Mr. Pibb. And
I'll
I'm
drink-
like, no.
See, I'll drink either one of those.
Mr. Pibb
Of
didn't
course
even
you
get his
will.
degree.
Like-
And I like Pepsi and Coke.
You took your wife to eat at Captain D's the other night. Of course you'll drink Mr. Pibb. Like,
I don't appreciate the Captain D slander.
does Allison love it?
No, she won't let her.
That's what I'm talking. See, I'm not saying if you go there and sit in the corner by yourself, or like us when we used to do a quarterly visit, I'd go with you. Like that's fine.
A dirty little secret.
But if you're like, hey, babe, you want to go to Captain D's? Hey, I got real questions for Alicia too. Like, does she do that just to humor you? Like after this many years of marriage,
It's a
she
great
knows you
little
love it.
seafood place.
Thank you, John David.
It really isn't though. Like I get why you would like it as a guilty pleasure. I'm totally cool, but call it a great little seafood place.
It's a once, maybe twice a year.
That's a stretch.
Yeah. I might go once a month.
I will say for the place, what they always have really good when
It's
I go,
Coke.
their tea. Like
True, yeah.
Their unsweet tea is really good.
Yep.
And
They're my
I know
favorite.
there's a lot of people comment unsweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all drink unsweet. Like, sorry, I hate to burst your bubble. That's unsweet in that jug right there, people. Like
John David, you drinking unsweet too?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You're a sweet tea guy because you like Coke and Pepsi.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and-
I like it sweet.
Oh,
I like it sweet.
there you go. Well,
Bad
size is definitely unleaded. I can assure you.
Right.
If Si drank sweet
Bad
tea,
for you.
he would weigh 452 pounds.
He'd be
We
bouncing
wouldn't
off
be
the
on.
walls.
We wouldn't be on episode 267 or whatever. It's
right.
over. OV. Like if he drank that as much as he pounds ice cream too, like it's over.
Sugar.
Like,
They're gonna
I mean,
get you.
Sugar.
He would have one of them things Godwin's got in his arm, or used to have in his arm too. I mean, he'd just be a poster child for the diabetes.
That
So,
is.
Sweet tea will get you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my question for the fans. I wanted to know, because I know Coke people, like if you're like, hey, can I have a Coke? And they say, is Pepsi okay? We throw this irrational fit and act like children.
Of course, I'm one of the weird.
But I want to
ones-
know if Pepsi people do it too.
I'm one of the weird ones that refers to all soft drinks as Coke.
Yeah.
No, that's just us.
That's our culture.
Like,
yeah.
is it?
That's
Do you
why,
want a Coke? Sure. Yeah. What kind?
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's
up
normal.
north, they call it pops. You want a pop. Then you.
Well, and you get the weird ones that call it soda. Not that you're weird, sorry, but like
you're
I
weird.
know it's what it says on the bottle.
soda.
Hunter, you're laughing. What do you call
He
it?
likes sodas.
I call it soda.
Oh, yeah, of course you do.
This dude from the 71292 calling it soda.
Well,
Yeah.
half of my family's from up north too, so they all
That's
call it
true.
soda.
Nobody in my family.
So they don't call it pop.
No.
Okay,
No,
all right, I was just curious. Like see,
Soft drinks are a very weird thing that people are very passionate about. Like you run into a Diet Coke person, it's like drugs.
it really is.
And they're weird about that.
It's amazing. The Diet Coke addiction is real.
Yeah.
I'm not
Like-
that high maintenance. I mean, that sounds a little bougie. You know, if just give
You
me
aren't high maintenance. You put
Just give me-
hamburgers in a carry-on.
just give me
Oh, check.
a cold drink, a pop.
A
You
pop.
know? Yeah, I'll take a pop.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, take
gracious.
a
Any
pop.
kind of Coke, Diet Coke,
No.
Diet Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Diet Sprite. Just I'll drink it all.
No, I can't. Like I can't do it. It's weird because we were in Hot Springs last night, and they for a little convention deal, and before the dinner they got a little bar area set up, and they were mixing drinks with Pepsi products.
Oh.
And I was like, I've just never like all the cocktails down here are mixed with Coke products, so like I couldn't imagine like
Pepsi's so weird.
it would be weird. Like
but people are drinking it. They got Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah.
yeah,
I just
Oh,
don't know any of them. My father-in-law used to work for Pepsi, and it was like, oh, crap, I can't drink a Coke in front of him.
As a kid, I remember like really enjoying RC colas. Like, is that
Ooh,
weird?
I did too.
Like I
that's
really
good.
enjoyed an
A
RC.
RC cola and a moon pie.
Yeah, well, I was RC cola and a nutty bar because my girl Debbie. But
That's right.
Oh, there you go.
Moon pies are good, though.
That's it. Especially
I like the
banana.
thin ones, not them big thick
Yeah.
ones.
Hey, the banana.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't like the banana moon?
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
hey,
I
that's
was
the
one of the
best
kids.
one.
I was
Yeah.
one of the kids that didn't like the banana Laffy Taffy. That fake banana flavor just it don't do it for me. I
love
don't
it.
know.
Hey, the
I love
fake,
banana.
the
Not that
fake
good.
banana flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is.
We
'Cause
got one anti-banana.
no, it just I don't. It's weird to me. I don't know.
My wife's that way with like grape candy. She can't do it.
And see,
ROC Coca.
She loves grapes.
I love watermelon and watermelon candy, but watermelon candy tastes nothing like
I
watermelon.
was thinking that. No, yeah, that's a bummer.
Like to me,
That's a bummer.
to me they don't taste anything alike.
Nope.
I'm
Like,
about to tell you the truth, though. Watermelon candy is way better than the regular watermelon.
No.
No, not a good one.
Oh, yeah.
No,
No,
sir.
no.
Watermelon kind of a gar, if you ask me.
Oh,
Super unpopular
Hey,
opinion.
oh, get out of here.
Pineapple's way better. I
Wait,
said it. Bite me.
now what? What do you eat with your watermelon? Do you put salt on it?
Yeah.
Do you put salt on it?
No, I straight up just.
Okay.
I like mine with salt on it.
I'll eat
I'll
straight
eat it
up,
straight.
but it's not.
I'll eat it straight from the
Great.
field. Like
Oh, no.
chilled is great. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Chilled / cold is fantastic. But I will go pick one off the vine and just cut the heart right out of it and get the whooping on that sucker.
What about
Like,
cantaloupe?
Love
Right
cantaloupe. I put
Right
black
there.
pepper on cantaloupe.
Yep, and salt.
Yeah.
Black pepper and salt.
I put that on tomatoes.
And I eat black pepper on like a honeydew. Any of those kind of thicker melons
Oh, yeah.
like that,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the cantaloupes
Yeah.
and honeydews
Yeah.
and stuff, I eat with black pepper.
How did we get here?
We always do.
Oh,
Somebody's
yeah.
No,
hungry.
It's every time I'm like, no, thank you to watermelon. People look at me like I'm crazy. 'cause
Rocky
it's everybody's
Ford,
favorite.
Rocky Ford, cantaloupe.
But it's like Willie Robertson of all people hates a cucumber, and I'm like, what do you hate?
Oh, no.
Like it's one of the mildest
Yeah.
flavored.
Oh, no. I'll fix that.
I love cucumbers.
Like it has no flavor, next to no flavor, really, in the grand scheme of things.
And it's got a good texture.
and he likes such strong flavored things that
Yeah.
he's just like, no, get those things away from me. Like they're terrible. They're awful. I'm like,
I love a cucumber sandwich.
cucumber.
That's all right.
Oh yeah, they make like this little mayonnaise type deal with dill in it,
Oh, my God.
and then put it in between two pieces of white bread. Oh,
Just eat
What
the
do you think,
cucumber.
Si?
No.
that's good.
He's running a good cucumber.
Yeah, ain't no reason to put mayonnaise on a
hey,
cucumber.
put some,
It ain't
put in
mayonnaise,
some
I don't know what
vinegar,
it is.
salt, and pepper, and hey, you got something.
Yeah,
That's called a pickle.
That's it. Hey,
yeah.
plus, I like it in the pickle form, too.
It's a quick
Uh-huh.
pickle, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I had to go down the Pepsi thing for the emails because it's been bothering me. I just wanted to know,
Well,
and then the question got answered before I could ask the question.
yeah. Comment fans in the comments. Are y'all Coke or Pepsi? Or what is your? What do you call it?
Preference.
Is everything a Coke? Is everything
I've
a
got
Pepsi?
it. I
Is
call
everything
it, hey, it ain't got no what is the
carbonation.
carbonation? A Pepsi is a flat drink.
It is.
It has
No,
no
it's really
carbon-
not.
No carbonation in it.
Your opinion
is.
doesn't matter.
It is.
It is.
Hey,
It's
hey,
not
that's
enough.
what- hey, every time I've ever had to I was out.
The
I said,
longer-
hey,
the
give me a Coke, and they said all we got is Pepsi, and I said, well, I need something to drink, and then hey, take a little swallow, and spit it out, throw the whole can away.
Pepsi's like if a Coke Icy melted and that's what you were drinking.
That's right.
Si drinks Pepsi and don't even know it. He sends me to get him something to drink. He's
No, I
drinking
don't.
Pepsi.
I don't. It ain't no Pepsi.
And he's drinking it through a cardboard straw.
No.
The longer I sit next
No.
to Philip and we have these conversations, the
Now,
more I realize
He's sitting
I
over there
can-
just bald faced lying.
Well,
right
the
now.
the more I realize I cannot trust his opinion on
Oh, yeah.
anything
No.
taste wise.
he said if I drink Pepsi, he's done lost his mind.
Hey, he just don't know
Okay.
it.
So I was being
no.
quiet about this whole thing. Now he's riled up because he
oh
knows.
no! Well, I'm just
He don't
saying.
know
Hey,
it. He
Yo.
said, Philip, go get me something to drink. And I said, Si, what do you want? Give me a
Yo.
Coke. I bring him Pepsi in a cup and
it
he
ain't
drinks
nothing
it.
worse
You
than
don't even know.
opening a Coke that the carbonation is too old. The
Yeah.
carbonation is bad.
I'm with
Now
you.
that's
a
true.
flat drink.
And
I'm
hey,
with
I've
you on that.
I've never had a Pepsi that ain't that way.
Yeah, if I make the decision to consciously drink a soft drink, which I don't drink hardly
I don't drink them anyway.
anymore.
Yeah.
I want there to be so much carbonation in it burns whenever I take a swig of. Like
Oh, no,
I want
that's
it.
why-
I
look.
want it to bubble and burn.
It's called Dr.
That's
Pepper.
why, look,
I do
back
love
in
Dr.
the
Pepper.
old days, there was 2 Cokes in a glass bottle. The little short 6-ounce and then the 12-ounce. And hey, we used to see who was man enough to turn it up without stopping and drinking the whole thing.
Let it burn.
Hey, it
Let
would
it
burn. It
burn.
would burn your nostrils. It would burn your
That's back when they
all the
still
way
made
down.
it right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's when it was. Who's the man who can do it?
That
we
was
did
the,
the same thing with Miller Lite ponies.
Oh boy.
Hey, well, there you go.
That was BC.
BC, y'all.
Yeah.
How's
that was BC.
boys.
I could go for a Mexican Coke right now.
They're good.
Oh, Mexico
Yeah.
knows how to make a Coke.
Yeah,
you can still get those around here.
100%. Well, let's take another break. We'll be back right after this. Si, why are you wearing them glasses? Is it bright in here? You didn't get enough
Oh
sleep
yeah, it's
last
too bright
night?
here.
You didn't get no sleep?
Yeah, no, you know me. I always get good sleep.
Yeah, it's easy to get
That's
sleep when
right.
your head rests on that My Pillow 2.0, ain't it?
Was it got that special thread, boy?
I guarantee you. And you know what's cool? I'm sure. Good job, Mr. Lindell, to come out with a My Pillow 2.0 on your 20-year
That's
anniversary.
right.
Happy anniversary.
Like you think that's an accident. I'm going
That's
to give you
right,
credit
right.
and say you forethought that,
That's
but maybe
right,
not.
boy.
You know, you never know.
But guess what he's doing for their 20-year anniversary?
What's he doing, Johnny D?
Hey, lowest price in the history of their My
A
Pillows.
special event, boys.
Going to celebrate 20 years. Mike Lindell, the American, on the pillow. Like, it's tight. That's a pretty cool deal. And his employees want to thank each and every one of you by giving the lowest price in the history of the My Pillows. The queen size are regularly priced at $69.98, but now they're only $19.98, and for just
Whoa.
$10 more, you can get a king size.
Martin, it's financially
That reminds me
irresponsible
of
for you to
Bob
not
Barker.
jump on this deal.
Come on down. Let's make a deal.
Wrong show. Two different
No,
shows.
hey,
actually,
that'll
but
work too.
Two different shows,
Hey,
but hey, I
Michael
like
Lindell gives a deal, boys. Hey,
Now he's Michael.
Hey.
His mom calls him that.
I'm getting
That's when he
excited,
knows
boy.
he's
Hey.
in trouble.
Martin, tell him where to go.
I'm trying to recover here, but look, all you got to do is go to mypillow.com and click on the radio podcast square to get Mike's amazing offer on the queen size My Pillow for only $19.98, or you can call 800-969-3137 and use promo code DUCK. My Pillow's patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs to help you get the best sleep ever. And in addition to the special anniversary offer on the My Pillows, you'll also receive deep discounts on all My Pillow products, such as the bed sheets, pet bed, slippers, and so much more. Hold on now.
You didn't know there was a pet bed, did you?
No, don't tell Jude either.
There's no way.
I ain't
Don't tell the
trying to.
dog. Don't tell the dog.
Because she'll be walking around saying that's my bed.
That's
You
right,
won't.
boy. Hey.
My pillow and my bed.
Hey.
That's right. My dog talks. That's fine.
won't.
That's all
That's
good.
it.
Like Scooby-Doo.
Look, you should take advantage of My Pillow's biggest sale in history
That's what I'd do.
right
That's what
now
I do.
because you're going to love it. Look, slippers are legit. Towels are legit.
Yep.
Sheets. You name it.
Everything is legit.
I can't
boys.
speak for the pet bed, but something tells me I'm going to here before
That's
long.
it.
So look,
I'll try it.
yeah,
He,
just go cozy up on it.
he
That
would.
would be good. Look, if you want to take advantage of it, go to mypillow.com or call 800-969-3137 and use promo code
Duck.
to take advantage of Mike's special offer on his MyPillow. That's mypillow.com, promo code
Duck.
or call 800-969-3137.
And do it today.
I won't go to restaurants because they're Pepsi people. What you think happened to KFC?
Other than their chicken sucks.
Their chicken sucks.
That's also true. Popeyes.
Now, if Phillip says something sucks,
It's
bad.
It's
Hey,
a gar.
I
It's
eat it.
bad.
I won't eat it.
If-
I want to know,
KFC.
while we're on this,
Turkey fried chicken?
let's go down that road.
The chicken tastes old and it's tough.
that's because it was cooked yesterday.
That's right.
Well, nobody bought it yesterday or today.
That's right.
The best, you know what KFC should do here in West Monroe? They should
sell
pay.
Pepsi.
No, they should pay
Be the
to
parking
have.
lot of Popeyes.
They should pay to have a concrete strip. Go to the Popeyes. So if you get just absolutely tired of sitting in the Popeyes line because it's atrocious, but you still want fried chicken, you can cut across right
veer
there
off,
to
veer off.
KFC. That's the only chance they got.
You're tired. You're so sick of waiting on
Yeah.
If you are just sick and tired of Popeyes line, you can just veer and you'll end up in the KFC parking lot. That would be the best, probably $6,000 they could spend on concrete.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here first, boys.
You may get somebody to come buy one of them weird bowls where you just dump everything you got in it.
So why is it?
That's like a mystery box. They're just trying to get rid of stuff at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Like, I can't trust that.
apparently they have a clock at Church's Fried Chicken. You pull through and
Yeah, and then they start the clock on cooking your chicken, and 19 minutes later you get some, and then you go home. That's the clock
Why,
they
why
got.
do they say 20 minutes on chicken? You
Every
know,
time.
Hey, can I get the? Yeah, it's gonna be 20 minutes on the chicken.
It
Okay,
takes a
can you
minute to
move
fry
up, sir?
chicken.
I don't want to move up, but
Well,
the
why
little
ain't
clock they got.
Why don't you have any cooked?
Yeah,
Like, or really close to being done?
Is
But
this
problem
the
with
chicken
churches,
house?
Like, if I end up at churches, I've got to get fried okra. Well, they ain't ever got fried okra ready. So then you pulling
yeah.
up for about 6 minutes on that one.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
I ain't never accidentally ended up at churches because there's a Popeyes half a mile away.
Uh-oh.
Look, sometimes
I
you
like
want,
both of those.
Sometimes you want fried okra.
That's a good point.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that, when I stop at churches, it's about the fried okra. It's not about the chicken. The chicken is just incidental. But like December, November, December come around, and the garden ain't had no okra in a hot minute, and I want some fried okra. They got pretty good fried okra.
They do.
Like right now, we got okra coming out our ears, so I don't have to go to churches to get okra.
Now, if you don't know this, there's another good okra that comes from Captain D's. You should try it. If you haven't had it, you should try it.
I'm interested.
I mean, really,
He said
it's good.
It's probably the same thing.
Yeah, it's really close to Church's.
Do you think people from Kentucky are proud of that chicken?
I think they're the reason that it's now just KFC. They took Kentucky off the sign. I think they boycotted.
After Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen just whooped them.
Well, it should. It's a superior product.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, there's just no even argument there.
Do you think people in the comments right now are furious at us for talking bad about
No,
Kentucky?
because they don't like KFC either.
No. No, if they've stuck with us this long, they ain't KFC.
They ain't KFC.
Now that old boy that hollers at you all the time in the comments is probably eating some KFC, drinking a Pepsi. So
Right now.
you in trouble, big dog. Like
I will say, Kentucky Fried Chicken, when I went on a mission to eat every fried chicken sandwich in this town,
yeah.
and the one day I was like, well, I guess I'll go to KFC. I got to rank them because I ranked every one of them.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you rank them?
Kentucky Fried Chickens was surprisingly
It's crispy.
really good.
It's crispy. Now I do eat at KFC in the town of Rayville, like because when I come back from deer hunting, it's on the right side of the highway. I don't have to cross the highway or nothing goofy. And shocker, there's never anybody there. And I get my KFC. I get my chicken.
Right away.
I get my chicken strips where I
Right
can
away.
eat them while I'm driving down the road, and I wash it down with an ice cold just Gar Pepsi because that's the only thing they have.
Uh-oh.
And it's like, but I mean, that's at like 8 o'clock after you've done, either killed a deer, cleaned a couple deer or whatever. And you just like the next available food purchase will do. And it's the first thing you come to. And it's like, okay, whatever. There you go. So Rayville, Louisiana, KFC, you get significantly
Wow.
more of my business than the West Monroe KFC, which I'm much closer to and way more often. Like,
Location.
yeah, because I can't stop at Waffle House. And I've ran that dragon of the McDonald's in Rayville too many times. I know better. Just don't go up there.
Nope.
Like,
McDonald's chicken sandwich.
oh, no. Gar.
Gar.
Mega.
Uh-oh. Mega.
Popeyes #1. Chick-fil-A #2.
Really?
KFC and Zaxby's kind of fighting there at #3.
Hey,
For real. It's
Hey,
Hey,
better than you
Wingstop
think.
chicken sandwich pretty good.
Look at Si. He's cutting his wrist.
Yeah.
He's giving up on life.
He's-
Si, what are you
He's
doing?
had enough.
Doesn't
Well, look.
had enough.
We'll let you finish that off, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back and finish this thing off. I don't know. But I guess it's whatever. I think if Louisiana was Pepsi country, and we were raised on Pepsi, we'd probably be there saying, "Man, that Coke is trash." Like,
I think I
No.
broke free from those.
No. No.
Been a generational curse breaker. Change the future.
because there's like those little regional ones too. Like the Carolina folks love that Sundrop or whatever it is or something, right? Isn't that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so there's all
Yeah.
kinds of little weird niche-y soft drinks, and yeah, I mean, Texas is on that Topo Chico water. Who?
I guess if it's something you're
If
not
you
used
badmouth
to.
Topo Chico right now, we're gonna have to go down that road.
You like just bubbly water?
Oh, you squeeze a little lime in a Topo Chico and sit outside when it's 112 degrees.
Uh-oh.
Right by itself?
Oh,
No.
Like I'm with Ted
and
Lasso.
then you're still thirsty at the end of it, but it's nice.
I'm with Ted Lasso on that. Bubbles don't belong in water, man. Like
Only for fancy people.
I'm a flat guy, like for water. Like I don't want
Now that LaCroix stuff, that's terrible.
the stuff the production companies used to drink and just loved, and I mean they
But a lime in a Topo Chico,
just right by itself.
it's right by itself.
Really,
I'm into that.
carbonated water
With lime.
No.
You gotta-
with a lime.
No, you don't want no carbonated water.
Say,
Si,
I-
y'all didn't have that growing up, did you?
All you want on water is like spring water, son. Fresh and cold.
just ice.
Fresh and cold.
Yeah, water doesn't need nothing but
Refreshing.
hard water.
Refreshing. Period.
Yeah.
You don't need
I
no
do-
bubbles.
Si, did y'all have
No bells and whistles.
did y'all have a well when you grew up and get
yeah.
water out of the well?
Yeah.
It's pretty good water.
No, it's hard. We had hard water.
Oh.
Hard.
The best is spring water.
Hot Springs has spring water, but if you drank that, your insides would be melted.
That's
That water was hot.
well, that's hot springs. You don't drink hot springs.
Which, by the way, while I was in Hot Springs last night, I'll just throw this out there.
Did you go to the pizza place I told you to?
I didn't have time.
You didn't have time.
He didn't have
I didn't
time.
have time. Instead, I had to
They
eat.
sell Pepsi too.
I had to eat at a dinner at a convention center, which you know how convention food is. There was
That's
not
right.
a bottle of
That's
W
right.
sauce
That's
to be
a bunch
found
of-
anywhere,
that's a
and that
gar.
prime
That's a
rib was in
gar.
desperate need
Gotta
of something.
take some with you.
That's a cigar.
However, I did sit at the table with Bo Jackson.
Whoa.
You did sit at the table.
So
Bo
you
Jackson.
you can say, no, I know Bo.
Bo knows Martin.
Bo knows Bo.
Bo knows
Martin knows
Martin.
Bo.
Bo knows Martin. It's way cooler than Martin knows Bo. Bo knows Martin.
That's pretty cool.
No,
Yeah.
it was tight.
Is
Bo
he,
Jackson.
is he still in shape? Is he a bull?
Oh yeah, I ain't messing with him.
Yeah, you don't mess with him.
But it was so cool to hear his story because I had
Bo,
no idea.
Bo don't
like,
play.
I had no idea that there were 10 kids, 5 and 5, 5 boys, 5 girls. He said he's the original Jackson 5, not them weird ones.
That's right, not the word. He was the original.
His line, not
boys.
mine.
He had 9 brothers and sisters.
And they lived in a 700 square foot house
Ooh.
in Bessemer, Alabama. I had no idea.
Right.
And he was the bad one.
Uh-oh.
Was he the
He said-
youngest or the oldest?
He was number 8. He was 8 out of 10.
Mm.
And he said he got so fast because he went around hitting all of his brothers and sisters with rocks.
And then take off. And I bet he
And
threw
it took
hard.
off running.
What's that?
And he said every time he broke a run in NFL, he was just saying, "Don't let them catch you. You're gonna get your butt whooped." And he said it
That's
worked
when
out
you-
pretty well for him.
What's that, boys?
But no, he was super cool guy. I didn't realize that he was. I knew he obviously in what we do. I knew he hunted and he fished and all those things. I just didn't realize he was as into it as he was. Like my man orders like arrow shafts and builds his own arrows. Like he doesn't go to the store and get pre-made arrows. He does it all himself.
Wow.
Does the whole thing.
Like yeah, just totally nerded out on it. And we got to talking and no, it's actually what got us talking is they showed the clip of him with Adam LaRoche's son.
That's a
So of course I got to chuckling and he looked and he's like, "Well, what's funny about that?" I said, "I know that kid." And he was like, "You know LaRoche?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
technically work for him."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and he
I've
was
been with him a lot.
yeah, and that's what like broke the ice between us. He then realized like, "Oh, we got a common friend." So then we just sat there and started talking and man, just a super cool guy. He was wild. He didn't know any of his stats, which I found he makes it a point to say that. Like, I don't know.
I like that. I
yeah.
like that he doesn't have to know.
Well, he was just like he said I started chasing my stats in college. He said and I would get complacent. He said so then I swore I'd never look at them again.
So he
Wow.
just
He
goes.
said just tear it up, make you money.
He tore it up.
He said Bo was good for football, but football was great for Bo.
And I love to watch him play baseball. You remember when he'd strike out and he'd break the bat
Oh,
across
yeah.
his-
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I tried that once.
with a wiffle ball bat.
And that bat's still alive.
Yeah. That bat is still intact.
My
And,
knee hurt real bad.
Yeah. That's a good way to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
but it is cool. And that's why I told him. I said, "You know what I can appreciate about you, Mr. Jackson?" He said, "What's that?" I said, "I ain't heard nothing out of you since you retired for the most part." I said, "Except for when you're doing like charity work and
Yep.
good things." I said,
Yeah.
"You've done it the right way. Just slide
Wow.
off into retirement and enjoy your life." And he got talking about his grandkids, and then I got showing pictures of my kids. It was just kind of a cool thing.
Wow.
And I talked Brittany into going. It was our first day where both of us were not. One of us was not with the kids. That was the first time in almost 10 months. So. Like
Damn.
it was a big day. It was a mom and dad day date. we went to the big town of Little Rock, then slid over to Hot Springs, then come on back home.
Headed on
So-
over to Hot Springs.
Did you tell Bo to come get on the show?
Yeah, no, I didn't. No.
Did you ask him?
I just enjoyed the conversation. No, I didn't ask
yeah.
him. You kidding?
He'd be
Like-
cool to talk to, though.
Oh, he would be. He would be. He would be fantastic. But I just no. I respected his privacy, and I didn't even ask him.
Yeah,
for a
I'd like to
picture.
hear some family stories
Yeah.
about him,
him growing up.
him growing up. Yeah.
He told a few of them,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Wow,
Yeah.
man!" He made everybody stop during the middle of dinner and give.
Yeah,
the-
because it's different, if you're in a big family,
yeah,
What did he do?
big time.
But he stopped during the middle of dinner and made everybody get like back up from their plate and stand up and applaud the service crew because his mom was a server
Oh, wow.
and she was a single mother, and that's how she provided for all 10 of
that's
them.
it.
He said
how
every
pretty
one of
cool.
these I go to. He
Hey,
said,
that's
I'm-
how she raised 10 kids.
yeah, and
Yep.
he said I got a soft spot in my heart
Oh,
for the
yeah.
service industry.
Oh, yeah.
So he was. I mean, he walks it. He talks it. He was cool. He's definitely the coolest Auburn Tiger I've ever met. 100%.
Trying to think. Yeah, it'd have to be.
Well, we got a couple of Auburn grads that like work here or around us now, so
Bo
that's
Jackson way cooler than them.
Oh, guarantee you, 100%. That's looking at you, Parker. No, it was a fun night. He was one of those, like, they say don't meet your heroes. Well, of course, I had the poster on my wall, Bo with the shoulder pads and the baseball bat. Like, he was bigger than life, and he's one of the heroes. I was like, glad I met him. Like that he was a cool.
Wow.
He didn't let expectations
Well,
down.
I was fixing to say, a lot of times you're disappointed.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was not.
Yeah.
Never meet your heroes.
I was actually far more impressed than I even thought I could be.
So I was a little younger than you. So I was more of a prime time kind of.
Dion.
Coach.
Don't tell anybody this. I might have a Dallas Cowboys jersey as a child, but that was just Deion Sanders, not the other one. and I met Deion once at an Under Armour thing, and he was awesome.
Really?
And Deion fishes.
Oh yeah, I went fishing with Dion.
Yeah.
So Dion.
If that's your hero, if Bo Jackson if they play both baseball and football, you should meet them.
Yes,
You won't be disappointed.
100%. Those two guys are straight up just good people. Like hard workers, still working hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it was.
You got to work pretty hard to be the best in the world at something in two different things.
You want to send us out? I
I'll
guess.
send us
Let's
out of
end it.
here.
Let's wrap it up.
So, because we were talking about Philip's friends past and peeing on lawnmowers, it reminded me of a Bible verse. And you're
It
probably
did?
wondering how you got there.
How'd you get there?
It is a little tricky, but we're all remembered for something, right?
Yeah.
And some of it's good, some of it's bad. But Hebrews 8:12 tells us, "For I will forgive their wickedness, and I will remember their sins no more." So whatever you've done in life, you can be forgiven by the Lord, and He ain't even gonna remember it. He ain't gonna worry about it. He chooses to forgive you and not remember all your mess. So there you
Awesome.
go.
Thank
A
you.
great example for everybody out there.
Yeah.
That's right.
To strive for that.
That's right. Strive
Amen.
for it.
All right, we'll see y'all next time here in the duck call room. We're out.
Oh.
Yeah.
See ya.